Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmant here, and we're back with another episode of Farthest Frontier. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. Now, we have a little dialogue box that just happened here. More people wish to join our settlement, build a school to set this town apart from other villages. Okay, we can do that. What I did here, we already have a school built. So there's something that we need to look for. But what I did here a little bit in between episodes is I've been watching a couple live streams of other people that are playing, mostly Raptor. And he's got a lot of good ideas, so I've been moving my stuff around a little bit. I started my own playthrough over again, a new map, just to kind of get some more ideas. And, the first time you do a new game, it's got a lot of things you don't really like in there. So, I'm trying to adapt this one as we go along, and as I learn more and more new things. As you can see here, we got a couple more buildings getting put up, and that's kind of where I'm going with this. Is I want to be able to have the beautification and whatnot we need for our housing. So we have this first little grouping of houses here. We're throwing a couple new ones in, and then what I think I want to do is go north in this really type direction. A lot of this looks pretty flat. We're gonna go north with housing. So we also had a couple of dinky things. Like over here we had our weaver and we had a forager over here somewhere. I moved all that stuff. So I'm trying to group our industrially things together and our housing stuff together, with the exception of things like our school and the doctor. So kind of working on that stuff, and then we want to keep our storage stuff together so that we can protect it more easily. So what we did over here, I moved the weaver right here, this guy, and then we have our forager over here. So those are the two things that I moved, and I also took out the barracks because I didn't really need it right now. We do need it, but not quite at this moment. We don't really have the gold for a standing army right now, so we're not going to. I also have been moving my gold, speaking of gold, to our trading post as often as possible, to make sure that we have it saved. We probably want to add a couple more defensive buildings over here towards our storagey stuff, because we're going to start to have more and more and more attacks happening. So we're going to go ahead and put another lookout tower there, and I'll put another one right there too. That fits in there just nicely. So we have our trading post right here. That's a target. We have our stockyard and our storehouse and a root cellar here. So these are all targets that the raiders are going to go for. So we want to protect those. And then over here, we're working on a couple of work campy things. We're working on gathering up the trees over here and looking for some more stone. And we learned in our stream that the fish guys seem to have some kind of bug right now where it'll say no fish, but they're still producing fish. Another thing that I thought that we could try to do is try and move this target every so often and let the fish replenish in whatever area they're at. So I think I'm going to start doing that. Especially if I get that little icon that shows up. But we'll put it up there for now. Get it started. We got a shoal here. There's still fish jumping, so it's still active. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I tried to get rid of the graveyard. There's nothing to get rid of it. You can't get rid of it. So that's something to keep in mind if you place a graveyard. That's where it's going to be. So, yeah, we know for future now. But anyways, we're working on the desirability on the last episode here. You can see that we need a couple planks around town here. We have our one saw person working hard on that, or one saw pit building. 3 people there working hard on that. Try and get those. Let's see what we have for workers here. We have 5 builders, 10 laborers. I'm going to go ahead and increase that by 1, so we have 4 people working in there. And we have a school thing going on right now. We need somebody who's educated, and there we go. We have them. So I think it's kind of just by chance when we get our immigrants that come in. If somebody's already educated, we throw them in the school, then they can educate more people. And then we have our doctors who are educated, more educated workers. And I'm not sure if, in settlement survival, if educated workers are more efficient or what the benefit is besides allowing them to be in certain buildings. One thing that I learned from Raptor is that when you have predators attacking, as we currently do, a good idea, if you pause the game, find the target. So here's our bear. A bear is attacking this fella right here. Calm. How do we pronounce that? So one thing to keep in mind is your villagers walk faster on roads. Critters do not. So this fool right here running into a garden where he's going to walk slower, the bear's going to catch him. I don't really want to turn around because he's definitely going to die. So we're going to have this person run towards this road here, and then when they get there, we're gonna have them go this direction. And then while you do that, so we have all these other people running around here. We can grab them. Got a bunch right here. Target that bear, and I'll show you what happens. It's pretty great. So I just want to make sure that I got all of our people around here. We'll slow it down so that I can talk and see it at the same time. So this guy is essentially going to kite the bear through all the gardens, assuming he doesn't die right away, because, like I said, the gardens are slower. The bear's going to get a couple more hits off. I don't think this guy's going to make it. But everybody else is going to come and run to their aid and help them. So that the bear's going to start taking damage. We're going to have this guy run down here. Oh, he didn't even get hit. Look at that. So now we're going to start to slowly outrun the bear. And we got the whole town following this bear around. Just going to kind of go around here, see if we can cut the bear off at all. I'm going to have some people like run through. Screw it. There we go. That made more sense. And it looks like this guy survived with a sliver, 2% health. So that's a way that I learned how to deal with your predators. You're gonna have your wolves. You're gonna have bears that come after you. There's a lot of things that happen like that, and that's the best way to deal with them. Pause your game, find where it's happening, click on the person that the predator is attacking, and then get your other villagers around to help that person out. It's awesome. Such a good idea, Raptor. Thanks for sharing that, and hopefully it helps you out too if you haven't seen that from Raptor stuff. But anyways, now that we got that dealt with, we are in the midst of upgrading a lot of our buildings here. You can see that we have, like this one has, he died from bear wounds. He only 2% health anyways. Our homesteads. So our shelters are getting upgraded to homesteads, and that happens through desirability being over 30%, as well as 2 different types of foods and a couple other factors you need to get in there. So we need herbs, we need basic well, and we need a town center tier 2 and a couple planks. So it's great. We're getting a lot of those. We need that stuff happening. Raptor was saying that the food types mean they have... actually, now that I think of it, we go up here, we have food types. Aha! So we have proteins, grains, vegetables, fruits, and dairies. So your protein is your fish and your venison. So that's one type of food. So just because it's a fish and it's a deer, it still counts as a protein, which is a food type. So keep that in mind. You have to have a protein. Grains is another one, and then vegetables, fruit, and dairy. So you need the mixture of things in their diets, just like you do in real life. Okay, so let's see where we at. We have 66 people out of 72, so we have enough houses for now. We're working on our crop fields. Oh, another thing that Raptor said is there's summer crops and there's winter crops, or cooler air crops. So we mentioned that before, that when we're working with peas, it is a frost-tolerant crop. Therefore, it can grow earlier in the season or really late in the season. And then there's also heat-tolerant crops, which are great for summertime. So that's something that you can do. You could do double up on here, but I'm going to just leave it how we have it set up now. I want to make sure that we have the soil type right and all that other stuff. So this is what we got going on right now. And I'm just going to leave both of them right now. We do have a current disease on our crop, though. Powdery... Oh, it's gone. It said powdery mildew. So I've had it happen before, and it kind of just goes away over time if you're working the field with this guy right here, setting farmers to perform field maintenance. So it's just something to keep in mind. It does happen. Building room for more workers. We must not have any free labor? Oh, we have tons of laborers. Holy cow. Let's replenish some people here. Looks like we need a hunter. We have lots of sickness happening, so we really need to get our doctor built up. Where do we put that? We have our school that's going to help us with desirability, and then let's just pause the game for a second while we're looking for this. We have our shelters. These are all shelters. Did we not build a doctor yet? That's kind of ridiculous if we haven't. Healer's house. So if I go over school, this should light up my schools. We just have the one right there. I guess it doesn't light it up how I thought it was going to, but anyways, we have our healer's house. Let's get this healer's house in someplace. If we don't have one, we need it. If we do have one, whatever, I guess. We will increase the desirability of our buildings as we go closer and closer to them, just like any other thing here. And I also noticed it's really kind of faint when it's over here. But if you bring this out over into this area, you can really see the green around the building. and that's the area of effect, right? So it's super good. You can see it. So we're gonna get this guy, try and utilize it for as many people as we can, and it looks like we do get that bottom left there. So that's awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get our healer's house built right there. And since we have our school operating now, we will have our educated people to work there and to, well, heal our people. So that is gonna be great, and really, it's gonna be a really good thing. And then another thing that I was thinking about is we don't really have a good amount of trade goods right now, so we gotta find something to gather. And one thing that I like is the willow is a really easy one to find, or we can do some skins, leathers, and tanning and stuff. So let's just quick see here. We don't have any flax stocked up, we don't have any grains or any willow, so I'm gonna go for the willow. The thing for willow is if we go to resources, the thing that utilizes willow is the basket shop. So we gather up that, and then you can create some baskets, and baskets sell pretty well. So that's what we're going to work on, and you need a forager for that. So we're going to go food production, and then we're going to get a forager shack put up. Willow often grows by the water, so if we just take a quick peek over here, we have a willow right there. So we're going to have to do a little bit more exploring. Looks like we have one more up here. Yeah, so a handful, not many. So we're going to have to do a little bit more exploring, I think. And there isn't any water up north. So that's our option, really. So I'm going to bring our little forager shack down over in this area, kind of where we have this fishing stuff happening, and get this guy built up. We're going to go ahead and go right on the line here with our gathering peoples, and we'll get this thing happening, and we'll get some willow picked up, and maybe we can reach that. That looks pretty big, but we'll see. And then we can get that happening. Then we can get some baskets. I don't think we have a basket maker. I don't think we bothered with that yet. So let's go ahead and get that started. That would be this guy, the basket shop. And, oh, maybe we do. We do have a basket shop right there. So we have a basket shop already working, but again, they don't have any willow. So it's not really working. It's there. Oh, what is this? Oh, those are immigrants. I thought they were raiders. I was about to be into raider defense mode. Okay, so I'm noticing this guy here. We need a well. We are going to accept them. So let's see. How do we not have a well over here, really? I can't. Okay, there we go. We have two right here. It doesn't look like we have one over on this side of the world. We absolutely want to have one. 52%, 51. Well, let's go 52. Pop that guy right there. What I've been trying to do is put the wells on the opposite sides of the road. Then they get the effect, and then it doesn't ruin our build pattern with our houses. This is kind of a horrible example. It's kind of like all over the place, but it's a work in progress for sure. Oh, and it looks like we need some more houses. So we were talking about moving on up north over here. So I'm going to go ahead and drag our road out, and we should have a little bit residual area of effect with the school and with the healer's hut, but let's see how the market works. So not so much with the market. So I think that's going to be the first thing we do, is put our markets in. Kind of residual, I guess, from our settlement survival stuff, but we'll do that first. I'm going to get this guy just so it's barely over the road, just to make sure that we're okay as far as reaching the people we want to reach. So we'll go ahead and get that market in right there. And I noticed that saw, this guy was hurting the desirability pretty badly. So I may need to move the saw pit, or alternatively, we build another one first and then destroy it. Because we only have 2 planks saved up. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and move, or build another one, and then move that one out of the way here. So let's go 1 saw pit right there. What is this guy saying? Building has room for more workers. Oh, our weaver. Oh, no, we're good. We'll leave the 1 person in there for now. It looks like we need some more melee weapons. We can't get that until tier 3. And this guy is looking for rocks. We don't have any rocks, but there's tons of wood over there. We kind of need some more rocks. We got to find a nice mountain, hopefully. And then we're going to need some iron as well. And I haven't really seen any of that around here. Looks like we have a couple of things. Oh, let's pause the game here. We got our forager shack ready to go. And it looks like we can grab both these willows. So that's awesome. We're going to go ahead and get as many things here as we can. Can we grab that herb? Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and place that like that. Awesome. That's going to be a huge thing to have those guys coming in. Lots of willow happening. It'll be good. What are you? Arborist building. Oh, yes. That's another thing I put in. And does this hurt our desirability? Let's see. So we go food production. We have our barn, arborist. It doesn't do anything. So fantastic. That's great. Let's go ahead and get our houses started up since we lost people anyways, but we might have another batch of immigrants show up. We want to be ready for them. Let's go ahead and we'll start with this guy. Can that work right there? It looks like it might be out of the range. Yeah, okay, it should work right there. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and get that guy set up. We'll plop that right there. And what about this guy? Okay, so this little corner, let's go ahead and put our well in there, and then we have well access. An additional bonus for these peeps here too. And then we should be able to go housing, and then I'm gonna go a garden, and then a house, and then a garden, house, and then right there. Okay, so we have 4 across, and that's not too bad. And then I started to do this little pattern where I was just offsetting by 1, and I kind of like that look. So I'm gonna just play with it again here. We'll go a shelter. Well, let's build this first, and then we want to put in our school and our other doctor. So before any of that happens, let's just get those things built. So we'll go ahead and go back to our amenities and storage. We need our school, and our school's right here. So it does reach considerably far into this other little neighborhoody area. So I think we'll just kind of go about, let's go up like this. We'll rotate it on this side, and so that'll reach this northern area a little bit more so. So let's go like, we'll go on, shoot, I really wish this was more centered. This should work just fine right here. It does catch everybody just ever so slightly. So let's put that school right down right there. And then we'll go ahead and grab our healer. This is also a positive desirability thing. So let's see, that'll work pretty good right there as well. And then let's go ahead and we'll tie this all together with our road. And we'll kind of go up this way, and we'll kind of bring it along like that. And then we have a road prepared over here. So let's bring this across and bring it down. And that should tie in pretty well here, I think. Something missing there? We'll just go like that for now. I might need to take that road out because I think I have them going over a little bit, and I would prefer to not do that. Let's see, can I fix that? Yeah, there we go. So this little end here, we can cancel this. There we go. That should, oh no, that ruined the whole thing. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, great. Now we have room for more housing. We can put some more desirability in there, but it does look like we have firewood being low. So we need to figure out some of these basic things. We got to the point now where we haven't been able to keep up with our demands. So we got some work to do around here. Let's go ahead and buff our farmer here. We need our arborist working. We don't have that happening yet. So we need to plant the arbors. Oh no, we did do that in the last episode. That's correct. So we have one set it up over here. So that might need to be moved because I wasn't planning on building our neighborhood area up over here last night. So let's go ahead and retarget this work radius. We're going to, let's just leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. We can work around it. We can work around it. We have all this other area to work with too. And we'll benefit from that food happening. All right, but let's set up we got 3 months of food storage. So that's pretty meh. What we need that wood happening. So let's do a little bit of exploring, I think. We have a decent foresty area over here. Let's go check out that spot. And like I said, we got to find that iron. We have nuts over here. Let's go up. Okay, so this is a boar. Okay. I'm wondering if the boars are kind of aggressive or not. I guess let's go find out. So we'll explore in that direction a little bit more. And we'll see. Do we have any iron ore around here? Hawthorn. We got some more clay. Lots of clay around here. That's good, but we don't need that much. We'll see what happens as we go up that hill there. Not seeing any around here. So yeah, we just got to explore a little bit. We need we need 200 more gold here. That's quite a bit of gold needed. 240 gold. What do we have in our little this guy right here? 234. So we're pretty darn close to having enough gold. Maybe we want to transfer that stuff. Let's go ahead and do it. We'll transfer everything over so that we can get some stuff built up, and they'll utilize that right away. Okay, so we know that we had a handful of workers, right? So 13. Let's go ahead with that and do another work camp. I really like these work camps. New villager, immigrated, food stocks are low, firewood is low. Okay, we want our work camp. And remember, we can place these just about anywhere and retarget stuff. So we could even do another one over here. But I think we'll plop it on this side of the world. We have this. Is this a work camp right here? Nope, totally different. So we'll place this work camp approximately right there. And there's a couple rocks here and there. So we'll utilize those for sure. Okay, so here is our iron ore. Holy cow, that's really far away. We also have some sand here. Oh, we got sand, iron ore. This is closer. That's good. All right, so yeah, well, that's good. That's good. We have stuff in range at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and project our road out here, and then we'll kind of head in this really type direction to kind of anticipate working both of those things. So we'll go ahead and we'll plop that right there, and we'll see how that works. What are you looking for? 2 people? Okay, we can throw those guys in there. That's fine. A lot of buildings are gonna need clay, so we want to get that started up. Miners. Okay, everything looks good. Oh, 1 weaver. That's fine. 3 guards, and then we do have somebody here to trade. So let's see what they're looking for. Pause the game. Do we have anything that we can get for anybody? I mean, I have 147 logs. That's not a lot. We need more than that. It doesn't look like we have anything ready yet. So we were talking about baskets and willow. So let's go ahead and see if we have any of that stuff stored up anywhere. It doesn't look like it. We're still at 0. So what about you? Are you producing? Produced 7 last year. That's good. And they have one in storage. So not much happening there. We could possibly make another forager and get over here and gather some more of this willow bush up. That might be the idea, because I can only do 1 worker in here. So yeah, let's go ahead and utilize another forager over there, and then we can also get a couple more foods. Actually, you know what? Maybe we want to grab this willow because there's gonna be more food in this direction, and this guy's taking care of all that stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put up this guy. Let's go about right in here, and I think I should be able to tie in a road to this. Yep, excellent. This game is so great with all that stuff. The roads are really fun in this game. So yeah, let's get that built up. Let's check on these guys. No firewood. Oh yeah. So we were getting warned about that a bunch. We need to throw another worker in there for sure. Get that happening. And then we need to get this built up so that we can get some more workers getting some more wood for us. But let's see, anything around here that need to be marked for harvest? We could definitely hit these trees over here. But we'll go a little bit further out, I think, and we'll work on this stuff over here. And, oh, I want that rock. Oh, our village is under attack. 10 raiders. Let's pause the game real quick. Let's see where they're coming from. Okay, so they're going to come down from the north here. Oh, there's this whole side. Okay, so let's hit our building here. Get our villagers to safety. And we already have our guard tower hitting them. That guy's going to get taken out here pretty darn quickly. Maybe. They keep shooting at the same person. That'd be great. That guy's going to take... Oh, yeah, they're routing now. A couple people are out of here. See ya. Got a couple people fighting back. Shoot. Oh, I was hoping that one of those guys was a hunter, that we can knock out these really low people here. That guy's down. That guy's down. Nice. Not too bad. I think they did get away with a little bit of something, but we'll see what it is. I'm not seeing any more raiders, so it looks like that has been handled. Excellent. Okay, we still have our firewood really low, obviously, because we just... Oh, no. There's a raider right there. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. He's doomed anyways. Got him. Excellent. Okay. The village was raided. Let's see what happened. There was more than 3 raiders. We got rid of 3 out of 3, and no villages, no items purged. So, pillaged, I mean, not purged. Man, we need to get some food figured out here really, really quickly. How is this guy doing? 8? Okay. Eaten by wildlife. Let's get some more farms happening. I think we're kind of at the point where we need some farms a little bit more often, and we have lots of fertile land over here, which is pretty cool. Get some more of those guys coming in. And then I do want to put in a couple walls to defend against some deer and whatnot. So let's go ahead and we'll get that set up here. Kind of do that little action bit, and then we'll go ahead and build a fence on this side of the world as well. And then we'll do our little gate right here. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's Palisade Gate. This guy right here, fence gate. And we'll make sure that it's facing the direction. There we go. Good to go. And let's get so that'll be a little bit more food coming in. And then we have our work camp that should be, okay, not completed yet. Let's prioritize this thing. We kind of need that to happen here sooner than later. This guy is looking for something here. Looks like it needs a little bit more rocks. Let's move this a little bit out in a this really type direction. That work camp. And then, oh, this thing is done. So let's go ahead and put our 4 workers in there, and then let's take our 4 workers out of this one, and then let's salvage that building. probably utilize a second one at some point, but for now, we'll just do that. And what do we got here? Merchant trading goods. Okay, we can't do anything with that. How's this guy doing? Making some more baskets. Excellent. Well, we're probably using those baskets, and that's why they aren't in stock there. This thing still needs to get built. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we're moving real slow. No wonder. Speed it back up here. Got deer sighted there. Does this guy produce any fruit yet? Oh yeah, a handful. Let's get some more planted. What the heck are we doing here? So yeah, we'll start off with some apples. We'll go across the way here. Oh, and there is a couple rocks in there. That's good. I guess we do have almost 100 rocks. We're doing okay. Better than I thought. So let's get those apples planted. Then let's do some peaches as well. And we'll get all those guys on the way to provide more food, more scurvy resistance, vitamin C, all those other good things. And then finally, we'll do another row of pears. And I'm wondering how this works, if it's just the one person working it, or how idle. We'll have to check out that little graph that this game has. What the heck? I can't see anything back here. That's red. That's red. Invalid building location. Okay, that's fine. There we go. I must have been overlapping or something. That'll work just fine. We'll get that started up. They're going to clear that area, of course, because that's what they have to do. And how are we looking on workers? So we should be pretty good. 7, okay, and 5 builders. Weaver, hunter. Let's put another hunter in there. It's kind of an important gig. And maybe we build another hunting house too. I think we only have the 2 there. So let's go hunting cabin. And let's get this guy set up. Oh, that worked right there? Ooh, well, okay, that's fantastic. We'll get that guy right in the middle of all that stuff. And then our forger needs a couple more hammers here, and it'll be done. Excellent. And we want to for sure grab at least this willow, and then let's go and move about right there. And get some eggs over here. We got some berries and hawthorn there later in the year, and maybe up there as well. Awesome. Okay, that's coming together quite nicely. And our other work camp is completed. Let's get some of these rocks. Let's get some more of these trees up in here. Do like that. And it looks like we got our road put in almost, so that's good. We got this iron ore, and then we had an iron ore right here, and sand. Okay, so if we go a little bit further, we should be able to grab both of those things. Let's go ahead and go our building menu, our resources, and then we want to get a sand pit. We go ahead and get this guy in. Ooh, slope too steep. Well, why would I have a sand pit there if I can't even... Let's try something. So I do have a flattened terrain tool that I've never used before. Let's see how this works. So if this is sand here and it's too steep, let's make it unsteep. So, okay, 200 labor hours or whatever that is. So we'll go ahead and let that be. And I wonder if we can see it getting flatter or not. It might just be really, really minor. Imperceptible. Let's go ahead and get our iron mine going as well. Right over in here. We'll rotate this guy to face this direction. And we'll get this in like so. And then we'll go ahead and do our little road and tie it in, maybe, hopefully. There we go. Awesome. There's another sand pit here. If this doesn't work, I'm curious, though, to see how this looks. And we might need to be utilizing that a little bit more. Crops ready for assignment. That was pretty quick. So with that new farm, I do want to try a couple of things. I think I'm going to go for some more cooler weather crops and some summer crops. Oh, that looks wonky. Okay, now it looks better, now that they finished the road. So this will work now. Okay, so that's really handy. I like that. The flatten terrain tool. Super good. All right, and then let's go ahead. So this year is nearly over. You can see the progression here. So for next year, let's get it started with a little bit of cabbage. Oh, look at this. Frost and heat tolerant. Maybe I just go like that and do a bunch of cabbage action. And then let's go with one of these, and then up here, let's go ahead and do that, and then this. Or maybe we rotate them. Cancel that, cancel that. Let's go clover, and then this, and then clover? No, okay, perfect. So we'll get lots of cabbage. We'll fix the soil as well, and we'll see how that does. So, and I think that's going to be a good spot to call this episode of Farthest Frontier. We're coming along. We're getting a little bit better at what our stuff is looking like. Doing pretty good. Getting there with our storage of things. Looks like we do need a lot of it more food, so we got that to work on in the next episode, and we'll definitely do that. So have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I hope to see you on the next one.